Breaking news coming in. More than 200 protesters clashed with National Guard troops in downtown Los Angeles during the latest demonstrations against immigration raids that swept across California over the weekend. National Guard soldiers, along with agents from Immigration and Customs Enforcement and the Department of Homeland Security, reportedly responded by firing tear gas and smoke grenades to disperse the crowd. Some protesters and journalists were hit during the confrontation. Earlier, National Guard troops sent by the Trump administration arrived in downtown Los Angeles on June 8 to contain the situation. So, situation continues to escalate in LA right now as we are seeing tear gas and smoke grenades is being fired to disperse the crowd. We have with us my colleague Mehndi Garg joining us on the telecast. Mehndi, what exactly is the reason for this clash that has erupted in Los Angeles that we're seeing?
Well, Riya, now the situation is, very alarming because federal troops are also patrolling parts of Los Angeles after President Donald Trump paused the deployment of the National Guard, declaring that violent mobs were attacking federal agents also in an effort to halt ongoing deportation operations. And also, Riya, the move has sparked fierce political backlash and led to violent confrontations in the streets as well. And videos from the protest sites are very evident, Riya, which are showing that several vehicles were on fire as protesters continued their demonstrations. So, it can be said also, Riya, that despite the escalating situation, Donald Trump has not invoked the Insurrection Act of 1807, though he has hinted he may consider broader military intervention if unrest spreads. And he also mentioned that, they are going to let this happen. They are not going to let this happen to the country, and they will have to, deploy troops everywhere. And also not only this, but California Governor Gavin Newsom has also condemned the deployment as a serious breach of state sovereignty and urged federal officials to, withdraw the guard immediately as well. So right now, also, Riya, the Los Angeles Police Department has declared an unlawful assembly in the Civic Center area of downtown and confirms that a number of people have been arrested amid the escalating protests over, federal immigration raids and also the deployment of the National Guard. So, Riya, the tensions, if we talk about how the clashes erupted, the tensions boiled over on Sunday in downtown LA as hundreds of demonstrators gathered outside the Metropolitan Detention Center where, detainees were from recent immigration raids were being held. And after that, protesters, started to chant shame and go home at National Guard troops stationed outside while, law enforcement fired tear gas, smoke canisters and also rubber bullets to clear the streets. And now the Los Angeles Police Department has also declared the demonstration an unlawful assembly area and authorized the use of less lethal munitions to, disperse the crowd. So helicopters circling about the protest issued warnings to disperse also, while, social media updates from LAPD Central Division warned that anyone remaining risks arrest. So right now the situation is very critical in LA and clashes are erupting more and more. Yes, Riya.
All right, Mehndi, stay on with us. We have more updates coming in. A protester waves a Mexican flag in front of a burning vehicle in LA. Multiple vehicles have been destroyed. No police presence reported in this affected area. So, Mehndi, now we're seeing that protesters are gathering and burning vehicles as well. This also comes amid these immigration raids that we are seeing. So in terms of that, how are the people reacting currently when we've seen the National Guard troops have also been deployed?
Well, indeed, Riya, now we can say that the Mexican flag has become a potent protest symbol, and also the Trump officials have cast demonstrators waving the Mexican flag as, insurrectionists. And also, but for many protesters who are Mexican American, the flag represents pride in their heritage. So, indeed, if we talk about different people, then Elizabeth Torres, one of a 36-year-old lady, also holds a Mexican flag Detention Center in downtown Los Angeles, and she said that she is a very proud American, and also not only her but also other protesters were carrying flags in their hands. So throughout this weekend's protests, Riya, also the Mexican and other Latin American flags have emerged as protest emblems, which has angered the Trump administration's officials more and more, and also the supporters. And now officials have cast flag wavers as insurrectionists, and also seem to assume that they are not U.S. citizens, but whosoever the people, the protesters who are flagging these Mexican flags are saying that they are proud Americans, and also said that their grandparents have immigrated to the United States, and they are showing their support also for their Mexican brothers and sisters. So you also, Ria, the videos and the footages are very clear and very evident, where the Mexican flag waving have also mass protesters becomes the symbol of LA anti-ICE riots also, and it is being said that it is a perfect propaganda for Trump as well. So footages of the protesters on bikes, on roads are viral on social media as well, where they are holding the Mexican flags as they perform donuts around a blazing car in Los Angeles, as well as which has become rather a symbol of anti-ICE riots in the city. So the drone footages also, Ria, of the mass protesters went viral, and many observers says it gives President Trump a propaganda scoop as works to round up and deport migrants from LA and other sanctuary cities. So indeed, the Mexican flag that are waving in these protests have become a major talk
all
of
right,
the town.
Mandy, stay on with us. We have more updates coming in. National Guard troops began deploying as demonstrations over federal immigration raids continued for a third day in LA, accumulating in confrontations between protesters and police. LA police declared one rally near City Hall to be an unlawful assembly, alleging that some protesters threw concrete, bottles and other objects at the police. So, Mandy, we see now that the clashes now involved throwing bottles and other things as well, but it has been declared unlawful as well. So if you could share more details regarding that.
Well, indeed, Ria, protesters have flared up again in Los Angeles, and also the demonstrators against immigration raids face off with law enforcement for a third day. And also, the National Guard units deployed by President Donald Trump used tear gas to force back protesters downtown. So it is a major clash between the protesters and also the authorities, the officials and the government there as well. So law enforcement move in to clear demonstrators as they, block the major 101 freeway in the city as well. And, Trump defense has moved to send in the National Guard, saying that they will make sure that there is law and order. And it has been also said, Ria, that, and the police have officially declared one rally near City Hall to be an unlawful assembly. And the police have also alleged, Ria, that some protesters threw concrete, bottles and also other objects at the police. And the Trump officials and the defenders are saying that they will make sure that there is law and order in the city maintained. And the California governor also urged Trump to, revoke the troop deployment, which other Democratic governors call an alarming abuse of power. So right now, demonstrators have ignited self-driving vehicles as well in downtown Los Angeles, according to the, LA Police Department. So the situation is right now face-to-face, we can say there, because the protesters are, throwing upon bottles and concrete and other objects at the police. And also the police is taking strict actions as per the Trump defenders, that they will make sure that the law and order still remains in the city. Yes, Shreya.
Mandy, stay on with us. California Governor Gavin Newsom said he requested the Trump administration to withdraw its order to deploy 2,000 National Guard troops in LA County, calling it unlawful. Newsom accused Trump of trying to manufacture a crisis and violating California's state sovereignty. Meanwhile, the White House disputed Newsom's characterization, saying in a statement that everyone saw the chaos, violence and lawlessness. So, Mandy, now we're seeing that there is a political slugfest between the Cali governor and the Trump administration. So what does this mean right now for California and the people over there? And amid all of this, what exactly are the demands that are being raised?
Well, indeed, Ria, now the political slugfest has also started after these, clashes have erupted. And now the California governor has called Trump National Guard deployment in LA unlawful. And also, California National Guard troops which are deployed to the streets of LA to help quell a third day of protests over President Donald Trump's immigration enforcement, as the state's Democratic governor calls their deployment unlawful. So also, Ria, National Guard troops were stationed around federal government buildings as police and and protesters clashed in separate demonstrations over federal immigration raids in LA. So right now it holds a very important role because we can say that it is a political slugfest that have been initiated because the California governor has called out and said that this is unlawful, and also LA police have declared several rallies to be unlawful assemblies, alleging that some protesters are throwing some things over the police, and also several self-driving cars from Alphabet Waymo were set ablaze on downtown streets. Videos are very evident also, and the demonstrators were shouting "shame on you" at the police, and some appeared to throw objects, and also a group of protesters blocked the freeway. So a lot is happening there, and now the California governor Gavin Newsom have officially made a statement saying that he has requested the Trump administration to withdraw its order to deploy 2,000 National Guard troops in LA County, calling it unlawful. And also the governor have accused Donald Trump, Ria, of trying to manufacture a crisis and also to violate California state sovereignty, saying that these are the acts of a dictator, not a president. So big words are coming from California governor as well. And the White House have disputed Newsom's characterization, Ria, saying in a statement that everyone saw the chaos, violence and lawlessness. So there is a clash of words between the California governor and the White House that is visible right now. Yes, Ria.